too high. Come and talk to me. I really wanna be. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know. I put it all on her, I get it right back. She put it all on me.
What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in with me each time that I post, and it is all greatly appreciated. I know y'all are here for a story time, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you. But before we do, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, drop down below in that comment section, leave a hey girl, hey, what's up big sis. All comments, I greatly appreciate them and always welcome, but make sure y'all keep it respectful. So y'all, let's get to the story. So tonight's story time is basically about a time that I tried Incredible Hulk for the first time. And if you are not familiar with Incredible Hulk is, I make sure I leave a picture of it somewhere in this video or somewhere on my community section or something like that, or you can just go to Google, because Google is your best friend. So basically it's a mix of two alcoholic beverages mixed together, and it turns with both of these beverages, it turns the mixed drink the color of green, which is the symbol color for the Incredible Hulk, right? So it's like this lime green color, and it's basically Hennessy and a drink called Hypnotic. Hypnotic is really sweet, and y'all all know what Hennessy tastes like, right? But y'all, when I say this drink will put you on your ass if you. So during this time, I also was working at the airport. I was in my early 20s, and we want to give two girls a name that's a part of the story time. Y'all know one character. Remember the girl JB that I talked about during my first strip club experience? Yes, JB is my homegirl at the time, and the other homegirl, we're gonna call her Londa. Now, like I always mention, the people that I'm closest to, the people that I've had really good friendships with, are usually older than me or younger than me, and we was like a mix of that. Of course, JB was a little older than us, and then Londa was younger than me. I mean, we both were in our, well, yeah. Like I said, I was in my early 20s. I don't think Londa was 20 yet. So like I mentioned, yeah, I had to have been probably about, let's say I was in like my mid-20s. I think Londa was about maybe 19 or 20. And yeah, like I said, JB was a little older. Pushing back, yeah, baby was like in her 30s. So yeah, it was around this time. I was back home from school or whatever, and this is like one of the jobs I had in the summer, because I ended up moving back home this summer. And yeah, something like that. It don't really matter. So basically, like I said, you know, we all got really close, and we talked about just hanging out. It never really happened for whatever reason. You know, people had different things going on. Those two had kids. I didn't have kids, so you know how things can be. It can be up and down. They don't really have babysitters and things like that. But then it come one weekend where JB knew of this party that was happening in this neighborhood. What was it? Somebody had a party. What was it? South Memphis, Whitehaven? It don't matter. Somebody had a big party at this place they rented out. It was somebody's birthday. It was a few people's birthday. I do remember that. And they had this big party, and it was this guy that she had, no, yeah, it was some guys that she was cool with. They invited her to this party. So like I said, eventually they figured out how they can get somebody to watch their kids. I think Londa, her mom was cool with watching her kids for her, because Londa didn't really hang out. So I think she was happy that Londa had some homegirls that she was trying to hang out with. So she watched her kids for her off that alone. I do remember that. And JB, I think her kids, I think her sisters or somebody ended up keeping her kids for her this night, because you know, she really wanted to hang out. We had been working really hard or whatever. I'm not gonna really say what airline we was working for, but yeah, we worked for a major airline, and so you know, it was during the busy season, and it was the summer, of course, so that's busy season. So we ended up getting prepared to go out this particular weekend. We went and found clothes or something like that. Me, during that time, I was finding an outfit every time I was hanging out. You know, real cheap stuff, nothing really expensive. We had stores like what, Charlotte Russe, and you know, stores like that. We didn't have the Mad Rags and all that stuff now. We had Wet Seal and places like that then. So yeah, I think we still had Simply Fashions. I ain't really shopped there. I think we had Rainbow back then too, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. We went and found some cute. Yeah, we did have Rainbow. We went and found some little cute clothes to go hang out. trying to be real hoochie. Yes, I'm saying hoochie, because I know back then I was dressing in very skimpy clothing. We all go through that phase at some point. Well, I'm not gonna say all, but most of us go through that phase at some point. Not necessarily because we want to look good for men, because shit, we probably felt like we look good, and then our body was nice. But anyway, so yeah, it don't really matter. We went and found some cute ass clothes for this particular party. Like I said, she knew some people that invited her. We ended up linking up with them a few days before the party. We all went to go eat lunch or something like that. It was like the weekend. We ended up linking up to go eat. Yeah, we went to some Mexican spot to eat with them. It was like, not too late at night, but it was like, close to the evening. So we linking up with them, getting to know the guys, whatever like that, because he wanted to know who the girls were she was bringing to the party. I don't know. I guess it was just important to know who was going to be around in certain things, especially when they don't know who we are. You kind of want to know who gonna be these random folks that you finna bring with you, because you want the vibes to be right, and you don't want weird ass energy at your party. And these are people she was close to. So yeah, fast forward, the night comes, we all get ready to go to this party, whatever. We're having a good ass time, y'all. When I say this place was so packed, and then instantly we had this person walking around asking people, do y'all want to try Incredible Hulk? Y'all want to try Incredible Hulk? We like, what the hell is Incredible Hulk? Because we hadn't really heard about it. I believe JB might have heard about Incredible Hulk, but we had never had Incredible Hulk. So we was like, yeah, cool, sure, because we had already been drinking. We was drinking some brown liquor. I know I was, and I believe they was drinking some clear, because I've always been a brown girl. Don't get me wrong, I used to drink vodka back during those times and stuff like that, tequila, whatever, but I most definitely was drinking me brown, because that's me. So, but I think this particular night I had a couple shots of something else clear. Definitely that. But anyway, so hold on. So yeah, we go to the bar. We get to watching them make the drink, because this is something we have never had. So we were very curious to see what this drink was and what it was made of. Like I said, I think JB heard about it. We didn't hear about it. So as I'm looking, I'm seeing the bartender grabbing 2 different types of beverages. He had some other things that they added in there that they mixed with it to give it that taste. But I'm seeing him pouring Hennessy and Hypnotic, and I'm like, okay, so that's why they call it Incredible, huh? Because the turn green. Y'all, so simple, so simple. We were so square about this. Duh, bitch. But I didn't really know what but still, yes, it turns green, but you don't really think like, oh, you mix these 2 together and that makes that. They could have used any type of flavoring, because you do have flavoring that makes the drink look a certain way. Nobody really have thought that, hey, they were going to mix these 2 drinks together. So we get them, y'all, and off the bat, we like, ooh, these are good. They real sweet. They smooth. We ain't thinking too much of nothing about, oh, okay, we could drink this. This is good. I like this. I'm gonna have to make this on my own time. You know the little shit you say when you find something new. So yeah, y'all, I know for a fact within 30 minutes, no, I don't even say, probably, yeah, within an hour, we had about 4 or 5 of them damn drinks. When I say y'all, if you ever had them, you know they are that good. And yeah, they're a little strong, but me, I'm a person that drinks brown, so it was really nothing to me. I'm not thinking too much about it. I'm sure y'all have heard of all other kinds of drinks that when you drink them, you're not thinking that it's as potent as it is. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, within an hour, we had about 4 or 5 of them damn drinks. That ain't including what we had already had. You know what I'm saying? But we had that much earlier, because by the time we got to the party or whatever, like I said, we was sipping on the rest of what we had, because they allowed us to bring in our own, but we didn't bring anything. We had drunk that shit in the car. But at this point, this was back during the time when people still was dancing, this and the third. So I know for a fact it kind of like wore off. Like I wasn't buzzed or nothing, but it might have helped it. But y'all, when I say suddenly the room started spinning, and then the person that was like walking around trying to promote people to drink this beverage or whatever, just buy drinks and stuff like that, we didn't really buy them, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they were trying to get people to drink them. Like y'all have been to a party like that before, where they was constantly passing out red cups. If y'all not familiar with that story that I gave, it was when I went to a hotel party. I'm trying to link it here so y'all can go check out that story time, y'all. So when I say these people had the bar up in this hotel room, they definitely had that. But yes, y'all, this kind of gave that vibe. So, next thing you know, I just know the movement, the dancing that we was doing, the twerking we was doing, we was twerking before twerking was called twerking. You know what I'm trying to say. Can't remember what it was called back then, but yeah. So next thing I noticed I'm just slowing down and shit. And after that shit, I don't even remember what else. I just know I was standing by myself. I was like standing with some other girls that we had started talking to, whatever. London walked off, JB done walked off, and I'm like, what the hell? None of these bitches didn't. So I'm like, I know these bitches didn't just leave me over here by myself. Like, I know these chicks are cool, but what the hell? So I'm like, y'all, and I'm telling the girls like, hey, y'all, I'm be right back if I go try to find my friends, whatever, because what the hell? Like I said, it was a lot of people there, but at this point, it was like getting later, and it kind of like died out just a little bit, but it was still a lot of people there, so I was able to maneuver around, and I see Londa standing over there talking to the bartender, because she done went her butt back over there by the bar. Y'all, crazy as hell. So I'm like, where JB at? Girl, I don't know. I saw her talking to some guy and she done walked off. So, you know, we walking around, we looking for JB. We ain't see her nowhere. Like, we ain't see her in the bathroom. We ain't see her nowhere in this building. So, we just trying to call her phone at this point. Like, we called her about 3 times, no answer. So I'm like, oh hell, what the hell going on? So 5 minutes after that, constantly trying to call her, she answered, no, she comes back in the building and she comes in with this guy. What we gonna call this man? We're gonna call him Rock or Rodney. We don't wanna call him. I don't know anything about the name. We gonna call him Rock. So she walks back in with Rock or whatever, and oh yeah, Rock is actually the baby daddy, y'all. Rock is the baby daddy from the story of the stripper club, from the strip club experience. That's who this guy is. The guy that she hooked up with. The guy that she was her new baby daddy, her new dude that she was talking to, that I talked about in the strip club stories. Yes, this who this is at this point. And so this basically the night she met Rock. So she done walked off, come back in here. We're like, where the hell you been? Like, it was like, you cannot, and you know, we shouldn't have to say this to somebody of her age. Like, why would you walk off and leave? Because we was really concerned. Like, we didn't know where you were. Like, why would you leave? Like, you can't do that. We came together. Why are you leaving? She's like, I'm cool. Y'all worried about nothing. We just stepped outside to go smoke for a minute. You know, y'all know, smoke tree. Okay, that's all fine and cool, but you should have at least let us know, because anything could happen. There's all kinds of random ass people around here. We don't know these people. You know some of these people, but you should have let us know that you walked off with somebody. Shit, I mean, even if it was the guys you know who invited you to the party, like, I'm just saying, you should have let us know. But anyway, we had that little spat with her about that, and so we go back to party and whatever. So eventually we get ready to leave, probably within 45 minutes of, you know, all that shit that happened. So 45 minutes later, we end up leaving or whatever. And we're like, hold up. Ain't no way we all sober enough to be driving home. London was the person that was driving. Y'all, when I say that's like the most, one of the most scariest rides that I've had in a long time. Like, she wasn't weaving and shit like that through traffic. It's just the fact that you know, it wasn't like she was just weaving around through traffic. It's the simple fact that you know that this person is under the influence of alcohol. So we knew that she was well over the amount of alcohol that she should have in her body. Like, that didn't bother us for some weird reason. I guess because we knew we was having fun and we weren't letting it phase us. So dangerous. But anyway, so we proceed on, we driving along, and she like, oh, y'all want to go somewhere else? Because like I said, this party was at this place that they rented, but we wasn't there that long. I think we got out of there about 2 something. Yeah, we got out of there about 2 something. So in our city, we still had clubs at that time that would be open really late. Shit, especially downtown on Bill Street. So we had clubs that were closed. Shit, it'd be daylight when them clubs be closing. So we was thinking about going down there. But y'all, in the back of my mind, I'm like, nah, hell no, I'm ready to go. Granted, she wasn't necessarily weaving in and out of traffic. She was handling it pretty well to be drunk as we were. But I knew I was ready to go, because it could only get worse from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything could happen. I'm just saying, we all under the influence. She can get pulled over, and then how we all gonna get to the house? At this time of the morning, everybody finna come get us. Ain't nobody finna come get us from jail either. Her car can get impounded or anything. We just saying, I'm just saying. So we driving along. She like, man, I gotta use the bathroom. But where we were is like, no, it was gas stations on the way, but in that part of town, you probably didn't want to use any of those bathrooms. A lot of times, those bathrooms be so nasty. Y'all know how gas station bathrooms can be. The bathrooms can be very... Somebody all in my truck. Get out of my truck. Y'all know how those bathrooms can be at the gas station. They can be extremely nasty. So we was like, no, you cannot use it here. Try to hold it. But, y'all, she's like, y'all, if I don't stop at the bathroom, I'm about to piss on myself. So this girl ended up pulling over to like this abandoned, y'all know like the little strip malls or whatever. She pulled over to like this abandoned strip mall. I mean, granted, it was a couple stores that was over there, but for the most part, the other ones, they were closed. So she pulls over there, and at this time, of course, they closed. So she pulls over there, go behind the building, y'all, and of course, she goes to piss. So when she comes back, she's like, y'all, I ain't got no drawers on. I peed all over my panties. It was like, so what you do with your panties? Oh, I threw them behind the building. It's like, you threw them behind the building? And how you pee on yourself? Like, I'm just trying to understand, like, did you pee before you got a chance to take them off? But you know how it be when you that drunk, y'all know how alcohol can do you. It's very possible. But I'm just saying, like, how you pee? You got a dress on. You could have pulled them just to the side or anything, but you pissed in them like you had on some pants that you couldn't pull down fast enough. She had a whole short ass skirt on. She could have pulled them shit to the side of pee. But you pissed in your pants and think you threw it behind the building like this. I ain't trying to judge, but at the time I was like, oh, this bitch nasty as hell. Cause what? At the time I was thinking all kinds of, like, I don't know. Like I said, it might have been the alcohol taking up because I'm not using one to judge. But I was just like, oh hell no, girl. I don't know. So now she getting in the car and she definitely smell like piss. But like I said, this is her vehicle. She's sitting on her driver's seat. I ain't ever got to worry about driving her car. Then she had these seat covers on. She definitely smelled like pee. And of course, JB like, damn, bitch, you nasty. Your pee strong as hell. She's like, it ain't just alcohol alone. She's like, what you be eating? What you been eating? Y'all. And so at this point, she's like, my coochie don't stink. So now they having a spat. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. I say, yes, girl, please take me home because y'all doing way too much and y'all really arguing about some stanky coochie. Yes, they had got to a point where they was back and forth about hygiene down there. Y'all can imagine how that argument went. But in her defense, I mean, like I said, it could have been that she just had bad eating habits. You know, a lot of times back during that time, we probably was eating all kinds of McDonald's and I know for a fact we eating a lot of fast food, especially at the airport, because that's all you really have in there. You got restaurants, but we didn't really have time to sit in those restaurants. We definitely was going to places like, we got a place called Interstate. They sell barbecue. They got barbecue nachos. We would eat stuff like that up in there because that's what we had at work. We wasn't into bringing our lunches to work and shit like that. I know I really wasn't during that time anyway. I wasn't thinking about none of that. So like I said, depending on how you take care of yourself down there and the type of diet you have, it most definitely will have your urine strong. I mean, y'all know, come on now, your discharge, I don't know, like, it wasn't just no pee smell, it was kind of fishy too. So I'm like, ugh. And I ain't gonna say, oh, because we was out partying. For all I know, she could have had some thongs on, and y'all, thongs are not the panties to wear when you have, thongs are meant to be, you put them on, you look sexy in them. When you take them off, they are not to be worn for a long period of time. If you have a gynecologist you go to, they definitely will tell you that the thongs are not the ideal underwear for you to be wearing for long periods of time. I mean, it causes so much bacteria. So yes, y'all, in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, nasty ass thong, because she definitely wore thongs. And I'm like, yeah, she probably got BV or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm like, it could have been anything. It don't always mean this sexually transmitted, because JB definitely was on that type of time with her. Like, you out here sleeping with all these different men. But I'm like, but shit, then you just hook up with some dude you don't know. I'm thinking that in my mind, for all we know, she could have went off and hooked up with him, because she definitely went to the car and did some stuff with this man. And I'm trying to figure out, y'all big asses, because she a tall girl and she got big asses and hips. He a big dude. Of course he had a trunk, but I'm just saying, y'all doing all this, and y'all big ass doing all this in the vehicle when y'all could have just waited. But apparently that didn't mean nothing to him and her, because they hooked up. Like I said, they end up getting together, baby daddy, they fall in love. It don't matter how you meet somebody. If they want to be with you, they gonna be with you. So, you know, I can't judge her on that. But I'm just saying, you didn't even know this dude, you hooking up with him, because they definitely met this night. And so her and what's her name going back and forth about what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh my God, please take me home, because I am not here for all this crazy. Y'all can do this on your own time. Get me home, because y'all know how I be with people bad. People be mad and they driving. I mean, she can veer off and kill all of us. I'm just saying, it be the people that be innocent that get killed. So yes, y'all, that shit quickly went left. And she was just taunting this girl the whole way. I said, you know what? You could drop her off in my house and then I get her home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was thinking. Because she was like, I sure about to say, I'm not taking this crazy bitch home. But y'all, they were still friends after the fact. After they didn't talk for a month or so, but they ended up getting back cool because they definitely was like on some hater ass shit towards me at some point in time. We definitely gonna get to that situation where I kind of like start fucking with them both. You know, women be jealous because they think your life is going better than theirs, and a lot of times you be going through some of the same struggles as them. Maybe not as much, but sometimes you go through some of the same situations. But yes, that's for another time, y'all. I'm not gonna drag this all out. I just want to tell y'all, by the time that we first started, with the time we got introduced to Incredible Hulk and the left turn it took that night, I'm gonna stop this right here, y'all. I'm gonna get my butt back to work. But y'all know I had to give y'all story time because last week I didn't give y'all any. Y'all, I'm trying to really set aside time to focus on what's very important to me. Y'all know we done had this conversation. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this right here, y'all. I hope y'all stay tuned in for the duration of this video. Please jump down below in the comment section and let's chat. Y'all know all comments are welcome, but keep them respectful. Let's talk about a time that you got introduced to your first drink, or if you ever tried Incredible Hulk. Whatever it is you want to talk about, it is welcome here. But again, y'all don't do too much. And before you leave, make sure you turn on your post bell notifications so you will know exactly when I post. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. You tuning in, but you ain't subscribing. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all in my next one.